Here we go, let's heat it up. So I'm going to start by taking a little glass out of the furnace and making just a small bubble. Now every time you take a little glass out of the furnace, it's called a gather. And every time you take another gather on top of your other gather, it gets exponentially larger. So I'm going to let this one cool before I take my next. Then I'm going to roll this molten gather through the colored glass. I use a mixture of 3 different colors to achieve my peacock pattern. I layer the colors evenly so that the pattern comes out evenly. It also blows out evenly if the colors are layered evenly. If you've ever worked with ceramics, you know that you have to have a consistent clay. It's similar with glass. You have to have an even coat of color and temperature so that the bubble blows out evenly. Now I'm shaping the bubble so that it'll go into the pineapple mold. The pineapple mold has a pattern of pyramid-like spikes on the interior. And you've got to have the glass not too hot, not too cold, otherwise it'll stick in the mold. But you can see when I come out, it has a pattern of dents in it. And all those little dents are going to trap an air bubble when I go back in and take another gather of molten clear. I use wet newspaper to shape the glass into a symmetrical form, also so that it blows out evenly. If you look close, you can see all the little air bubbles under the glass. All those little air bubbles are going to create like a little lens or magnifying glass pattern on the vase. So I'm using the jacks to create a neckline and stretch out the neck of the vase. Next I'll be using a hot torch to really get that neck moving so I can stretch it out. I'm going for a classic amphora shape for my vase. So I'm just shaping up the top of the vase, and now I'm going to start heating the bottom and letting it drip out into that nice long tapered bubble. I've been blowing glass for about 18 years, and this is one of the funnest things I enjoy making. So Matt's pushing on the bottom while I'm shaping with the newspaper, so we get that nice tight foot on the bottom of the vase. Matt's going to make a punty, which is a little bit of glass on the end of a metal rod, and we're going to stick that to the bottom of the vase so that we can break the vase off the blowpipe and start working the top of the vase. So I've heated up the top. I'm going to use my tweezers to pull out that lip and trim it with my shears so that it's nice and even. I've got to be extra quick here because my thumb's burning. I always use the torch to kind of keep the back end hot. You have to keep the whole vase an even temperature so that it stays in one piece. Now Matt's paddling the lip while I'm flaring it open. Well, I think we're done here. I hope you loved it. I'm just giving that vase one last heat before I break it off. Put the vase into a 900-degree annealing oven. It'll sit in there overnight and cool off to room temperature. Well, I hope you liked it, and please subscribe if you want to see more videos. Thanks a lot.